Friday night Chinese. Amber's got me on Bridget Jones, so we're gonna give that a watch. Hold it. Yes.
Say hi.
Hi.
Hi Max. Just wanted to say thanks for coming to me with the idea about doing this. So far it's been great. It's definitely been weird. Even right now it feels a little bit weird talking to a camera. I'll probably get used to it over time, but for now it definitely feels really weird. But yeah, there's definitely a few things I wanna talk about. I'll try not to be here too long, because I could talk for hours and hours and hours, but I've finally deleted all of my social media. I've been off of social media for about a week and a half, 2 weeks now, and it's definitely been weird. There's definitely been a few things that I've noticed, and I actually can't believe how much we rely on social media. That anytime we're bored, not even when we're bored, anytime we're doing anything, we fill in gaps by pulling our phones out and scrolling. And you genuinely don't realise until it's not there. Try deleting the app. Go a day without the app, and the amount of times where you feel bored or you're doing something, you will pull your phone out and you will feel the intention to go on social media and it's not there. One thing I've noticed though is it sounds sad, it is sad, but when you don't have that to scroll, considering that this is what you've been doing the last 10 years, you'll try and fill in the gap. You'll try and fill it in. I deleted TikTok, Instagram, I deleted my Snapchat account, didn't even touch that. It was all gone. And I would catch myself scrolling on Amazon, eBay, scrolling on emails. Why? Because there was no social media. I think I wanted to talk about why. And the reason I did this is I realised I had a problem. The worst thing and the best thing that you can do is check your screen time. And I had a good, on average, between 5 to 8 hours a day of screen time on my phone. And I'm pretty sure a good 5 hours of that was just social media. Now I'm someone who always looked to try and make more time, and I realised that if I'd spent the next 50 years, if I was lucky to live another 50 years, if I spent on average 5 hours on my phone every single day, I would have spent 12 and a half of those 50 years scrolling on my phone. And that just doesn't sit right with me. I used to complain about having no time so much, even though I was spending 25% of my time on my phone, and I had no idea. And I want to talk about what I've been doing to sort of fill in that time. other than actually spending it with my family, because that's what I should be doing, I'll talk about things that helped, things that are real, that keep you away from technology. And ironically, keeping away from technology, the camera. The camera definitely helps. Having this old style camera and just filming snippets almost makes you realise that you're either not doing anything important or not doing enough of something. So things that I've definitely been doing, and it's interesting that you said about a notebook, because I have had a notebook God knows how long. I've always had one. I've always liked having stuff to put down, which is weird considering I was addicted to my phone. But this is my most recent one. It's almost finished, so I've got a new one for the new year. As you can see, it's just full of stuff. I use it to work out my bills, any ideas I have. And speaking of trying to figure out how to spend my time wisely, I don't know if you can see this, but this was how I used to calculate how much time I had. So every colour shows what I was doing on that day of the week, what time, how long, and the green is actually free time. Green is time I have not at work, not travelling. So it doesn't look like a lot, but now I've deleted all my social media and it feels like I've got all the time in the world. The other thing is, it's handy to have that notebook down for the important stuff, but one of the best things I think that I got is a pocket notebook. So it's exactly the same, just smaller. So if you're on the train, you have a quick thought, you need to pop to the shops, anything like that can go in there, and it's always handy because it just goes in your back pocket. It's quick, it's easy to carry. The other thing I would advise is get away from smart devices. I fell in the trap of having all the Alexas with the fancy lights that can be controlled by your voice, the smartwatches. It's gone. I've got rid of them, and luckily for my birthday my partner got me a watch. So now this just tells me the time. It doesn't tell me when it thinks I'm exercising, doesn't ask me do I want to start a workout, doesn't tell me my breath rate, doesn't tell me everything that is on my phone. It's a watch. It tells me the time. That's all it needs to do. I think that's what we need to escape from. It's getting away from, I'm not saying to get away from technology as a whole. I think we need to remove what's invading, remove what's taking over. So social media is the first one. Something I realised since I've deleted social media is you don't realise it, but it is everything. You use social media for everything. You use it to, you get nosy with people, you see what they're up to because they're posting the best portions of their lives. You use it for news, you end up comparing yourself to others. There's all these internet gurus that you get caught and stuck in the trap of feeling like you have to make tons of money and that there's no excuses, and falling in that trap was hard. That was definitely something I struggled to get out of. Your views, your thoughts and opinions are dependent on what you see on social media. It feeds you absolute crap. It takes over your life. You just sit, you scroll. yeah, I've definitely not known what to say or how to say it properly. I think this would be good for me to keep doing, because it would definitely help me with speaking more fluently, speaking my mind more accordingly. I'm hoping that now that I start writing in my notebook more, spending more time with my family, serving more of my time to things that matter, you know, I can start trying to read again, which I always struggled with, and I'm looking forward to it. I am. So I don't know how to end this video. I'm sure it will come more natural after time, but yeah, I guess I'll see you Sunday.